Okay, moving on. Next video is going to be for the coordinator level as it pertains to, adding additional training for members as they move up the ranks. So whether you're in the repair division or an EMS division, there's some unique things that are only specific for those divisions, and that as you move up the ranks, you become a foreman level or a supervisor level. You definitely need to know and be more familiar with certain things. So we redesigned our master folder for the employee, and so when a new person is hired, we're gonna create this folder, and basically it's like an onboarding process. So the initial intake, this is got, I'll show you in here real quick. You're probably familiar with it anyway, but confirm they have a W-4, just so all the things we need to do when someone gets hired. So this would be for any new employee would have these basic things, get logged into the apps, watch certain videos, basics, how to use Meister, how to use Dash, this kind of stuff. And then protocols, just some basic protocols, so they're kind of generally familiar. We're not sure exactly what protocols will be in there, but we're still working on that. But whatever's in this folder, everyone's going to have when they get hired, right? So not everyone needs to be trained in higher levels just yet, but so we start with that, and then you guys at the coordinator level, your team, you're picking who's going to advance, or maybe they get hired immediately as a project manager, and you got to get them up to speed real quick. So we created another template called additional training template. So this is where all of these additional training videos, and we're trying to get them in number order. So in the initial onboarding folder has 1 through 4, and now we'll pick it up from there. This is someone that at the EMS level, so at EMS foreman level, it says. And then this would be the next set of things to do. Maybe you're gonna drop all these things into their folder. So same concept. You know, get in here, you duplicate it, and then and once it's duplicated, then you move it to that person's employee folder into their open section, and they work their way through reading all these things. This is specific for EMS now, right? So the out-of-pocket templates, all this kind of stuff. I'm not going to get into all the details, but um, so this stuff might change over time, but for the most part, you can see where we're going with this. This is specific training for an EMS foreman. This is if someone's up at the supervisor level. So there might be some more things in here. We're still building this out. A secretary, if we hired a new secretary, these are the things that they would need to know, get them up to speed real quick. And then here's some additional training. So, if you're the EMS coordinator, you might want to prep somebody. Not everybody's going to end up being a foreman, or everybody's at a different level. So you'll decide, and this is still being vetted out here by Fred, who's the current coordinator. He's going to decide, the best way to lay this out. That hey, as a guy's moving up the ranks, these are the additional videos and in a certain order. Um, Same thing on the repair side. So miscellaneous repairs, I gave them the 6R. So it's pretty much the same thing over here as 6. It's foreman level for EMS. It's more or less the same thing but there's different videos that are specific for a repair foreman to work with the repair template, what's expected, and how to use that Meister task repair template. And this is ever developing. There'll be more stuff moved around, whatever. So trying to get it all settled right now. We're rolling out a lot of new stuff, and so be patient with us as we might have to duplicate our efforts here. But for the most part, just wanted you guys to be aware this is how we're looking to do this thing, and you're going to be a big part of laying this all out. What's the best way to train a project manager, if it's excuse me, a foreman, which we're calling a foreman. So somebody that like Gil, that's currently operating in his capacity. He's more the in the field foreman slash project manager. We're trying to use the word foreman because that's what's in Dash. And what would we need to get a guy like that up to speed? Like if Gil, quit or retired or something, we got to get somebody up to speed pretty quickly. So you can see the need for this, hopefully, and you're going to be a big part of it. So that's just a quickie. Thank you very much for paying attention and for helping out. You guys doing a phenomenal job helping us roll this out, and we got an opportunity to spend some real time thinking about it right now because we're not crazy busy. So thanks again.